Right, but seeking to understand the current moment means seeking to understand it from multiple angles. And so I wasn't using COVID as an excuse. I don't think my words could have been interpreted that way. I've long been talking about, the reality of racism within American culture is the American shadow, the difference between the rhetoric of America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and the reality of America, which is those words have always only extended to certain demographics. And that America, in our push to a better union, in our push to a better psychological makeup, has engaged in cultural shadow work. And this cultural shadow work means coming into the awareness of all of the factors that had led us to this disastrous moment. And the denial of racism, right, is central to the dysfunction in America. I mean, I look at what's happening through the lens of drained pool politics, where, in history, there would be times where, say, a pool was integrated, and the white community would rather fill the pool with concrete than share it with non-white people. That's what's happening to the country. The racial hierarchy is both a conscious thing and a subconscious part of our cultural conditioning, of the reality maps applied to us by our culture, right? And so the election of Barack Obama triggered both conscious and unconscious responses in the minds of American citizens that transcend simply like conscious racism. It destabilized their sense of security, right? And this is no fault of Obama. This is no fault of anybody but the people that are unwilling to do the work to deconstruct reality. And so what that election did was upend the racial hierarchy in a conscious way, that we were now looking up at a black man or a biracial man as the leader of the so-called leader of the free world. It's no coincidence that Trumpism emerged as a response to the first black president. It's no coincidence that the violence we're seeing now, which is just an expansion of the way that it's always been, emerged in the shadow of the first black president. But in talking about COVID, I'm talking about the straw that broke the camel's back. It's not the singular reason for any of this, but what it's done psychologically, what it's done to our mental health, how it's attacked our brain, including our amygdala and our fear centers, is really important because it's magnified whatever fears people have. And nobody's really aware of the way that COVID is affecting our minds. We're not having a national discussion on it. So two things can be true at once. This is all about racism. This is all about our cultural shadow. This is all about the struggle to come into a new awareness and the fact that a lot of Americans aren't ready for this type of things. And when you're not ready to do shadow work and it's forced upon you, you melt down, you lash out, you see all of the things that are happening consciously in our culture, in our country. We have a cultural problem first and a political problem second.